Welcome back. I'm joined live right now by Sergeant Ernest Thompson with the Albany Gang Unit. Thank you so much for being here.
You're quite welcome.
All right, so we're going to get into talking about a little bit about gang prevention, how you can prevent kids from getting into it, and what you guys are proactively doing. So first, I just want to ask you, what is the definition of a gang?
Well, Georgia Code identifies it as 3 or more people identified in fact, either formal or informal, with the sole purpose of committing criminal gang activities.
Okay. We know that we have several in the Southwest Georgia area. We're not going to glorify it by naming them or showing them, but you guys are constantly working on it. What should we know that you're able to share with us about how you guys are proactively approaching the gang situation in Southwest Georgia?
Well, we definitely have an intervention and prevention method that we've implemented, and it's not just so in the fact of going out and trying to eradicate, because that term it seems to be a little bit arbitrary, to speak. So we focus mostly on intervention and prevention methods. We go out and we talk to kids. We do positive things in the community, and we let them know that, hey, you don't have to be scared of us, and this is what you need to do to stay out of a gang, and you need to try to do positive things with your life. What are the results of a gang? And we try to instill that in their minds.
Absolutely. Now we're going to show a little bit of video because you guys meet all the time. You hand out literature in the community, and we want people to know that you guys are here to help. Let's talk a little bit about when people think of gangs, they automatically think of men, but it's not always men and young boys who are in gangs, correct?
That is absolutely correct. We certainly have females that are in gangs. In addition to that, you have a lot of guys who are considered to be adults on up to 50, 60 years old. They're actually in gangs still. The biggest problem here nowadays tends to be the juveniles, the younger ages, but they're definitely up into the 20s and 30s and so forth.
Now let's talk about a little bit about graffiti tagging. What happens if you are just minding your business, you have absolutely no connection to a gang, you come home one day and maybe on the back of your house or on your garage or on a wall you find what is clearly some kind of gang graffiti? Should you call the police, take a picture, wash it away, paint over it? What do you do?
Absolutely. You can call the police. When we see graffiti, that's telling us something. They're talking to us. They're telling us that something is afoot. We like to read that, and we like to utilize that. We'll definitely take the provision to make sure it gets taken down if the owner don't do it themselves. So certainly we need to know about that.
Absolutely. And tell me, if you're involved with a young person, let's say it's your kid, your grandkid, you're a mentor, camp counselor, and you notice someone is maybe going down the wrong path, starting to get into some early trouble, and you see this could be a sign, what can we do to intervene to make sure they go down the right path?
The first step is to talk to them, and check this out. The best thing, Romney, is to listen to them, because a lot of times they're crying out, and a lot of times they'll tell you exactly what they're going. Maybe not literally, but they'll kind of tell you. So let's try listening to them for a change. Monitor their activities, what they're doing, why they're doing it, the clothing that they're wearing. If they're showing preference towards one color or another, it might be a question you need to ask about that. Why, you know? So you certainly need to listen to them as much as you do talk to them.
Speaking of signs like the colors they might be wearing in clothing, it's not just a shirt. We're looking at shoestrings, belt colors, all that stuff. Correct?
All of the above. Okay. All of the above, to include hair. You know, the sports jerseys that they wear. Sometimes they're wearing a sports jersey or a sports paraphernalia and have no idea of any person that plays on that particular team. Talk to them about that. What's the reason? What does that mean? A lot of times we find out that they're trying to innovate in a sense.
Gotcha.
And so we have to stay on top of it and make sure that we know what we're looking at.
And then physical signs can even go as far as brands and actual tattoos, correct?
Absolutely. We're finding out that they're tattooing and branding themselves as well. So that's one thing that the parents can look at. You know, your child's coming home and he's having a change in attitude, his discipline is changing, and he having tattoos in the clothing that he's wearing. You might want to look into that, want to question why he's doing that.
Absolutely. Now, if you guys want to get involved, we're going to fill up a graphic. They have a meeting coming up soon on 12 noon on August 25th. You guys can go down to the Albany Government Center. They're going to have the Gang Task Force meeting. Again, that is August 25th at 12 noon. If you want to get involved, you can go there, ask questions, get literature, get tips on how you can get involved and help take back Southwest Georgia streets, because we know you guys are working hard, but it's not just your unit. You need the help of the public, right?
We certainly need the help of the community. That's our number one source, the community. We need you not to be scared. We need you to come forward and talk to us. Let us know what's going on in your neighborhood. You see what we don't see. Help us out to help you.
All right, sounds good. Anything else that we need to share with viewers about preventing gangs or anything about gangs?
Absolutely. Just make sure you monitor things that goes on in your neighborhood. You're seeing graffiti in the neighborhood, let us know about it. You're seeing any type of gang activity or anything, let us know what's going on so that we'll know, because once again, you are our eyes.
Well, we certainly appreciate your help and look forward to working with you more in the future, and we want you guys to get involved as well.